Welcome back, watch fans. I got some bad news for you, my friends. That's right, I got some very, very bad news. Many of you watch collectors are sadly living lives of quiet desperation. Why is it that you're living lives of quiet desperation? It is because you're basic bitch collectors. That's right, you are basic bitch collectors. You're buying the same shitters one after the other. And I'm talking about Rolex. That's right, I'm talking about you Rolex fanboys. You're buying that. You know, you're buying that Submariner, you're buying the GMT. You keep buying the same shitters over and over again, and you also are overpaying for them. That's even worse. Not only are you buying basic bitch watches, but in fact you are overpaying for them. And I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you. I don't know if you're gonna help you, but my friends, help me help you so that you do not get eaten by termites. The termites, which are the Muppet Boiler Room channels. Now, the problem is, right now, you guys, most of you, and listen, you got to admit, when you have a problem, the first step to getting better is to admit you have a problem, right? This is like AA, Alcoholics Anonymous. I am doing WA, Watchaholics Anonymous. The problem is most of you guys are basic bitch collectors who are buying the same shit over and over again, and you're paying too much. Why is it? Well, because two reasons. One is you don't know any better, okay? And by the way, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. We all had to start somewhere. Even the Colonel had to start somewhere. The Colonel had to start somewhere. And, you know, step by step, we ascend the ladder. The collecting, the watch collecting journey. The watch collecting is a journey. It is a ladder. Unbelievable, but true. Now, you know, sometimes we make mistakes, but then we get better. Now, look. The good news is I've made those mistakes. Actually, you know what? I haven't made too many. To be honest, I haven't made a single mistake. Well, no. The only mistake I did make is the big mistake I made, regrettably, is you know, I got out of the watch game in the early 2000s. I sold my watches because I thought that you know, the cell phones, mobile phones were going to take over. People were going to stop using watches, and I heard Rolex was making millions of watches. I figured, shit, let me get out before people realize that this. And you know, I sold my watches, and I did not pick up. I didn't pick up Royal Oaks or Nautiluses when I could have on the cheap back in you know, the early 2000s, even the 2010s. I could have gotten things at ridiculous prices. I didn't get back into these things until about 2017. By then, prices had started going up.
I think it's Saturday, Sunday.
They hadn't skyrocketed, but they definitely were going up. And today, obviously, they're significantly higher. So that was a mistake I made. Now, if you subscribe to my free weekly email newsletter, you won't be making that mistake. In fact, you're going to know what is the proper price that you should be paying for these watches so that you don't overpay. You'll also know what are going to be the next, you know, areas of collecting, right? Which watches, for example. Look, even inside the Royal Oak, even inside the Audemars Piguet Royal Oak line, there are levels, right? There's levels to everything, right? There's always, you know, neo-vintage models that people overlook. And I'm going to expose those to you, okay? Like, for example, you would have learned about the day-date moon. You would have learned about the dual time, the calendar, the annual calendar. See, a lot of you guys don't even know about the Royal Oak annual calendar, which is an amazing watch. You don't know about the dual time. And most of you will never know about it. Why? Because you're watching basic bitch channels. That's right. You guys are watching these basic bitch YouTube channels, the Archie Luxuries, the you know, the Bark and Jerk Off, the Theo and Homo, the Urban Jerk Off, whatever. You know, all these fugazi channels. You know, with the Dirty Sanchez mustaches. So actually, there's two types. There's the Dirty Sanchez mustache hipster guys and hipster wannabe guys. And then there's the middle-aged hippos, like it's the Archie Luxuries and, you know, the Time Teller or whatever it is, the loser channels out there. So you're getting all this bad information from people who don't know anything. But when you subscribe to the Colonel's free weekly email newsletter, you're going to be exposed to all sorts of variety from Patek Philippe, Audemars Piguet, the market, auction prices, what is happening. You'll understand to see trends, and you'll start to buy the right watches, and you'll start to make money. That's right, you're going to make money with your watch collection. Because look, maybe you're married, right? You might be married, and you got to justify. You got to justify your investment. That's right, it's an investment. You got to tell your wife, look, honey, I'm buying this AP Royal Oak. It's not for me. It's for you. It's for our future, right? Because look at this. Here's the Colonel. The Colonel's newsletter is telling me that here's what the price is. Here's where it was. Here's what this could be going up. This, and we could be doubling our money. It's not my money. It's not my watch. It's our watch, right? That's what you're going to get with the Colonel's newsletter. How do you get the newsletter? Well, you got to click the link in the video description below. That's right. Click that link in the video description below to get the Colonel's free weekly email newsletter delivered to your mailbox each week. You'll know about the latest prices. You'll be exposed to a huge variety of watches. Unbelievable, but true, right? It's all unbelievable, but 100% true. See, the problem is right now, you're not seeing variety. It's almost like you're eating the same food every day. You're eating that same tuna fish sandwich day after day, right? Or like, you're eating that same dog food day after day. You don't know any better. You watch the Archie Luxuries. You're watching the Urban Gentries, the Theo and Homo, the Bark and Jerk Off. You're watching these losers who wear their, Explorer on a NATO strap. Oh, wow, that's unique. Wow, that's a real individual. See, you're watching these deadbeats. You're watching sex tourists with their buying a stolen Patek Philippe travel time, or allegedly stolen, possibly stolen. The machete chip on the crystal. That's who you guys are taking your advice from. So how do you expect to be exposed to the proper watches? I mean, some bogan in Brisbane is who you're taking advice from. The guy keeps buying and selling the same watches. I mean, literally, this for the last 15 years on YouTube. He's been on YouTube for 15 years, and he's been buying and selling the exact same watches. The Submariner he's got today, he had that same exact watch, 10 years ago, in a slightly different variation. This guy's got no taste. The Patek travel time with the machete chip, he basically had that same watch. He keeps buying and selling the same watches. You're going to see that if this watch doesn't get stolen in a robbery, allegedly, and by the way, it's very suspicious, these robberies, very suspicious. You're going to see he's going to buy some variation of that same watch. So why would you take advice from losers like that, right? Unless you want to end up as a loser. Look, show me your friends, I'll show you your future. That's right, show me your friends, I'll show you your future, right? I mean, look, it is what it is. What can I tell you, my friends? Get my free weekly newsletter so you'll be exposed to unbelievable things. You'll see all the possibilities out there, and most importantly, you'll know what is the correct price that you should be paying so that you don't overpay, you don't become a victim to these Muppet Boiler Room channels, and that you don't end up with a box of dogs, a box of dog watches, right? You don't want that to happen to you, right? Friends don't let friends collect shitters is what I say, right? So, look, click the link in the video description below, and you'll join the Colonel's private email club. All right, we'll see you at the top.